talked about Harriet Tubman while she had to change the mindset of the slave she was trying to free. But that Negro, I will shoot you dead because you don't understand how this train works. You got to be quiet.
But everybody willing to pick up that Gus. Everybody not willing to pick up that Gus.
I can't let you go back. If you go back, you're going to let them know what we are. So I got to shoot you. This shotgun for you because your mind is on the ground.
Yeah.
So I get it. Oh, but we agree. We need adequate. Y'all better get these people off the street now. Did they know that it was going to inadvertently mass incarcerate our people? No, us didn't know that.
Well, we went right into the same hands of the people that put us there. The people that's on welfare, today is probably their majority poor people, but guess what? They single moms with kids. Because Bill Clinton locked the men up.
Why? Because they out there selling drugs and robbing and stealing all on the subway.
Why? Because we got to survive, and they put politics and procedures in place to keep us out of places.
So what should have happened? No crime bill at all? Just let him run rampant?
I'm not saying that.
That wasn't his intention. I do not think when they did the crime bill that the AME Church, the Baptist congregation, the Kojak, NAACP was like, let's sign this bill. We agree by looking at this bill that mass incarceration is going to ensue after.
But let's get Cody.
If there was cause and effect, that unfortunately you was like,
that's a smoke screen. That's a smoke screen now.
Oh, but I gotta agree with you that the communities wanted something done.
Yes,
because it was out of hand. Now, it's always two sides.
It is.
Right. But the intentionality, when people come up with bills, sometimes we always look at the effect and go, they meant to do that. They meant to da-da-da-da-da. I know.
You grew up in that.
Now when you grew up in that hood, you like, get these niggas off the street. I know you saying the CIA, all these other people, well, we all fell for the okie doke, but get them off the street because crack is killing my hunters up here at the next house. And we can't rep it, get it, help it. Come on, get them off the street. It's done. New York City is the cleanest it ever been. You been in I grew up in the 80s and 90s. You better not go to New York City.
Oh,
you better not step foot in
Manhattan. You had to watch out. I used to be like, what am I gonna put on today? What color am I wearing?
Even parts of Philadelphia. You listen, I will go up to Broad Island as soon as you get there. But I had the earrings with my name in them, the gold earrings. Take your earrings off, and you had the
only thing I'm saying.
Actual earring.
The only problem I have is we gotta run to the people who put policies in place to keep us in the box, and now that the box got so out of control, we gotta run back to them to put us back into control. They took out our ability.
You have to do both.
But they took out our ability to thrive as families and to make money. Back in the 40s, 50s, all that stuff, there was a number of black people being raised by two-parent households, period. For them to go inside there, why you think we would be watching Good Times? For them to go inside there and make it hard on the family to survive produces the crime, and then now the crime get out of hand, it becomes a problem. Then you still taking men out, and women, you got women with children that will fight to stay on welfare. And when I say fight, I mean not take a raise so they could qualify for it, to keep them systematically down, and we still got to run to the same people who served us the condition.
What? Okay, so we run. Okay, so
you said, am I not making sense or what?
Well, no, it's a triangle, right? It's a triangle because
like you set this up before this. We didn't have laws that say we need a business license to do A, B, C, X, Y, and Z.
I get you, but in the 80s,
you ain't have to take a test to be a doctor.
In the 80s and 90s, where was the nation? Where was the black churches then that was giving us an alternative for black men to stand up and get the children off the street?
And that was there.
Alternative.
In the 90s, Farrakhan did the Million Man March.
Okay, Million Man March. But where was the infrastructure and the wealth that the nation did have?
So
or that the church
but they had it. I can't speak for all churches. I can say though, between the nation and the influence of the nation, and the only reason why I'm gonna say that is because you got Elijah Muhammad since the 1930s that's been producing.
I will say this before you say that. You need help from all sides.
All of it.
So the very people
they took a whole lot of people out the street.
People that help, if mass incarcerate our people, should have absolutely been instrumental in helping clean the street.
Right.
Should have been a part of this.
And now it's a problem that I want free capital.
Bill, I don't think was the purpose again to mass incarcerate.
I do.
I don't.
Why? Because if you take the people, if you take the man, you take the man out the house.
These who signed on for it knew that as well and said, "Yup."
No, but they was duped into it.
I don't think they was duped.
Do.
You think everybody duped? Ain't they?
Right? Because if you
how you duped?
Because if I'm sitting at the top and I say, "Watch this, I'm gonna drop this bomb," boom, and watch all these black people succumb to crime, robbery, and they're gonna kill their own people. And all I'm gonna do is drop this thing here. I'm gonna sit back and watch you do your thing. That's all you're gonna do. Then what's gonna happen? You get a political figure to be Captain Save Them and go to the people like you, the grandmothers and
that's right.
and say, look at the crime. Don't you want to clean the streets? And you looking at them and say, well, for sure I want to be able to sleep without somebody locking my door in. And you go right to the white man and say, man, well, please, Mr. Bill Clinton, Mr. Whoever else you want to name, Colton Powell, all of them, and say, listen, put the policies in place to get these people out here.
That's right.
So they're focused.
That's right.
They're focused on the crime, but you ain't focused on the effects it has tomorrow.
Because
like me and I pull out them holes,
of course
the horse children go astray.
That's why I said the intentionality.
They knew
my community. You mean to tell me I knew that it was going to devastate my community?
No, I'm not saying that you did. I'm not saying you knew. I'm saying the policymakers knew.
I don't
know that you was being duped by being
asked that they do. I don't think
you want to be
cooking right now.
I'm telling you, they knew.
Somebody talk to me. I'm telling you. They intentionally dropped the bomb.
I'm not saying that wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that.
You know how we
things run in our community.
The mob still exists and they can walk around free. But when Frank Lucas went down, what the man said, it's too much power for a black man to have. But they ain't killed the mob, and the mob was doing what? All drugs.
You know why? Because the mob was heavy in politics.
Exactly.
And we not.
But they put the political.
Yeah, we not.
They put the political, but they put
what the mob said. The mob said, oh, I know how this game goes. I'm going to pay you, police officer. I'm going to pay you, city councilman. This is how I got run.
But guess what? What they had to do? Pay them. Black people don't have economics to get into politics.
Yeah, I'm a wife for her on though is when you talk about other communities, every community has indulged in crime. Black people, unfortunately, have not been in a position where they leverage the crime to go to the political realm, and they have it up. Like the Italians,
the Irish, the Chinese, they all play the game. We be like,
But we lost our business acumen in that. The pressures of, that's what I think.
But exactly, I'm not saying what you're saying is true.
I'm a whole.
No, I ain't really near enough. No, it's not true. It is true.
But what Farah's saying is true too. That's my thing. That's my thing. Both of you are true.
No, I agree. You do need both though.
And you do need both.
You do need both.
Because you're.
I'm just making you a
Bill. I'm like,
I'm telling you, but I'm
the NAACP.
You gotta know the system.
But I know
what we're in.
So I'm not saying this. I got you with the system. But the thing is, what sometimes we as black people do be so focused on the system that tied us down that nobody has a solution. We so focused on the white man's therapy systems. You're right, he did. Well, what we gonna do?
My solution is go to work.
No, we gotta do what? Play the game in the politics. We gotta play the game in education. We gotta play the game of getting our money together. We gotta play all the other positions on the baseball field. We just can't play one. We just can't. I'm just gonna stay here on home base. Well, you gotta play third, second, or whatever the bases are on the thing. But we gotta cover all the bases. And we be so focused on the one. This is how we got here. The man Slavery, we already know that. And if you don't, it is there. It's systematically set up for us to lose. So what we gonna do?
And the only other part about that with politics is we go in there and we lose our intentions on getting in there.
We don't show up and we not committed. We don't have a covenant. Cause we go in and be like, oh, we lose one election. See, it don't work. The people that's anti-abortion been fighting for 50 years to finally get Roe versus Wade returned. 50 years. Dedicated. Dedicated. But they be like, oh, see,
that's why
we not committed.
That's why
no covenant.
You gotta put the politics over here and build up your money.
You gotta do both. And
you gotta build up the money.
Really agree with you to a large degree in terms of the economics. I think the issue with what you're saying though is like when you look at, again, if you're using other communities as the template, they are insulated. They have an infrastructure that insulates them from the political process, and that is in place because they have a sense of community and camaraderie. We don't really have this sense of community and camaraderie, so the business doesn't really benefit us in the same way. It insulating and isolating us from that process the same way that.
Why do we have a distrust? Right. Focus on it.
Focus on my deal. I never mind. That's what I say. Let me say that. Let me do that. Let me say that. Let me say. And all the way. Let me jump in here. Let me jump in here. Go ahead. Get yourself. I'm going to get to the side, Dave. Get yourself. I'm the whole body dog. Let me jump. My lease is deep. That is correct.
Right.
But what do we go? Why are we still? We have got to step up and do something. That's right. It's with my son. The other day, he complaining. What you gonna do about it? That's what I'm doing. It's not complaining. I understand that. Yeah. I understand whatever you see, whatever happened in the past.
For sure.
Whatever. I understand it. I don't want to hear that shit no more. I mean, no, what are you gonna do?
That's what.
No, don't do it. But the problem I have with that is, there we go. We can research Cardi B, how many BBL she had, but we can't research history. We can break down what's going on and what he did, what kind of, like you said, we could break that down, have a whole show on it. But you talk politics, we don't even want to bring it up. If you talk stuff that matters, we don't know nothing about it. And it's all in our pocket.
No, and I agree with you. I think one of the reasons why I love business and one of the reasons for my motivation from this is we've gotten away from. There's no excuse of like we don't know, but there's a true amount of people who are in a space where they're just they can't. Oh, it's a large amount of people where it's not the fact that they just don't know what they don't know because they so bottled down with the pressures of their life force. And I think that in order for us to make a move,
one of them, every single one of them, probably watch TV, bullshit. Yeah, they go to work, they put whatever they want on it. Because I had to tell them, let's get with my son.
Right.
How much time? Tell me the latest hip hop mess going on. He sit up all day watching football, all the day, whatever. Meanwhile, he got time to pay attention to his covenant and his commitment.
But that's my point. Those people who are sitting there and they watching TV, look at what they see all day. They watching the news of all the type of discrimination and crazy stuff going on. They're watching sports and entertainment. So the only thing you think is success is sports and entertainment. Working at
it's a choice. It is a choice. I've talked to my son millions of times. That's what I'm like, this is his father. So what?
Hey, but that's what that you're dealing with. I'd rather like the people who don't have that. And even in that choice,
but I know it's not time. I was that person.
Right.
But I made a choice
to change.
Man, what am I doing this for? My mom said something a while ago. I was sitting up watching the basketball game. And I was younger. And she was like, you watching all the millionaires, when you gonna get your money? Bam. I was like, oh.
For sure.
Like, you know what? I don't care. They got so what I need to go. But
that's my point. It's not enough of us doing that. It's not enough of us doing. We see so much stuff. If not, yeah, but I've been on. Listen,
I don't care if it was one person. That's one person that you need to tap into. How many people we need? A gazillion?
no, but yeah,
Don't.
if 99% of stuff I don't want to hear that.
One Martin.
But guess how? And Malcolm had a village around him. That man was in jail, saturated with who? The people in the nation. And when he came out, you don't get them in them doors.
It only takes one.
The only issue in that is we can't allow the lack of the numbers keep people from doing something. And I think a lot of people lean into, well, everybody else ain't doing that.
Right.
That's because all bases need to be fixed.
I just think it's not enough people. It's not enough of us seeing a huge amount of success to where professionalism in business is an option for us to say, well, we actually, and then business sounds so intimidating where it's like, I don't even know how to be successful. There are a number of coaches out here. But you be honest. You've been in business. Y'all been in business for a while. Your wife's been down at the rails for a while. There are probably more coaches from a black perspective because it's white. Nothing that black person do anyway is new. Everything comes from somebody white who showed them how to do whatever. That's how I see it. No, it's not. How many, it's just the truth. When you're enslaved and white people are doing business, what other way do we see how to do business other than what we see to replicate, to do for ourselves? And when they're in those advanced positions, you're seeing now a surge in coaches and mentorships that's becoming a thing than you probably have ever seen them before.
No, but what I'm saying, and that is correct. But what I'm saying is, back in the day, they could hide everything.
You're right.
Let's real, and I'm 20 years old.
Now they in books.
It's now there are a million different ways to get the knowledge you want. I don't watch them teach. You understand?
It comes down to being tired. It's always been there.
And it would mean I know where to go.
All right.
It's been in libraries for free.
For years. Since the 30s.
Why is it? Because people are insulated in their own bubbles.
Right. If I gotta sit up there and go and
it's wait, you be only why do. But I'm telling you, it could be anywhere if I don't want to look for it.
No, I only sat in this door. I don't know why I don't buy that. You know why I don't buy that? Because in the land of Instagram, what entertains you, trains you. Your algorithm is based on what you search and find. If you say, I'm fucking tired of being sick and tired, and you Google or put in your Instagram business, just type in business. You know what your algorithm is going to be on it. The first thing you're going to come up. That should be the first thing.
Right, I agree. But they're not going to say it.
A lot of people, they're unfortunately, call them by your algorithm. You're not aware.
No, but sure.
You watching the Shade Room. Why? Because it come across your BNT entertainment.
If you search, like we all know how to search. If you search business, if you say, Dad, I want to open my own business one day. These people, if they say I want a new wig, they know how to search wig. Why are we giving people like that, bro? Ain't nobody telling.
But people not knowing that business is a way out. You say that to the mother who I watched my mom work day in.
We talking about a different generation.
It's the same.
But it's different because the internet wasn't, the amount of information wasn't accessible.
The internet been out since the 90s.
No.
The internet been out since the 90s. The book been out further than that.
No,
I watched my mom work day in and day out.
I was the first, by the time we got AOL dial-up, I was in my freshman year in college.
What year was that?
Uh-oh. My mom didn't have internet. My mom's 53 years.
That's what I'm saying, but it's been out. Why she didn't have it?
Because it wasn't accessible.
Why? She couldn't afford it.
Oh,
she trying to work. Just got to reach over her head.
No, computer.
Come on, ready to yesterday.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, no.
Talk to me now.
Wait a minute. No.
And you sit there and watch your mom struggle. Are we in the project?
We all did.
dad locked up.
That's it.
And this is all I see every day. And then you got kids.
But what changed you? What changed you?
I seen something different.
Somebody say you need to go to do this.
I seen something different. I knew that life could be better than this.
And what did I have to do?
I signed up for the Army.
Right?
1% of the 1% signs up for the Navy.
So guess what? You decided that you wanted different.
Right, but I also decided different. Most people don't do that.
Then you can't blame if they don't want nothing different. I can't force you to drink.
But I want something different if I don't see something.
You see it. You know it's something different.
don't know.
You know it's something different. If you feel,
I'm telling you.
Hold on. I want to agree with y'all. I want to. But I grew up in it, just like you. I grew up in that household.
And you're made for
Different.
You got exposed to it.
You got exposed to value different. Really think about that. Think about that. You just told me your mom was like, when you gonna start making.
She never said that.
She never said that. Would you be in a position?
She never said that. I still would because I still would have figured it out because I hated what I hated.
But you don't know.
Oh, that's fair. I don't know that.
Someone with tired of getting tired. I agree. Some people ain't. Some people are cool.
All the parents, Oprah Winfrey, who didn't go. Okay, listen. You know it. Most people grew up in the hood before this whole entrepreneur thing came up. When you grew up in the hood, it was like, how you gonna get out the hood? Those conversations were being had. Well, how we gonna get out the hood? The answer was what? Sports. Okay, so most moms did what? You gonna do football and basketball because that's the only way they knew how to get out the hood. But what they did know is we need to get out the hood.
But that's still happening today.
Right, but the difference is,
and guess what?
And some people see
talent in your boy to be like,
hey, look,
you got.
The other option was what? What was the other option? Go to college. Your option was to go to college, get a job, or get sports.
No.
So options to get out.
The only thing you seen was sports or drugs.
No, you see, okay, well, go to college.
College fun. Some people, not everybody.
That was your escapism. That's what was fed to us, college or sport. College or sport. Now, you didn't know that, hey, entrepreneur was there or that you could do any of these other things. Oh, I could be a audio technician. You didn't know
when all that stuff was always there. I wanted to hear that. My first choice was to go to college. So what do you do when your people can't afford it? Yeah, I made the decision.
That's why there were policies in place to get student loans.
Ain't nobody teaching it.
Now you didn't know. Now you have a degree.
Right.
The people that said people need affordable education.
And guess what? And then you get bogged down with student loans.
Now you keep looking at that thing.
Yeah, because you got to look at these. You got a $240,000 loan to get a job making $60,000, and you will always be. You will never get in here. Even in middle class people.
Yes,
I'm pro entrepreneurship altogether.
That's true.
That's the same with the crime deal. They didn't realize it was their options.
To where you could have gone to school for a lot less and have that type of thing. There are options.
Then,
so because this
now watch this.
I'm gonna stop.
Watch this.
This is what I'm gonna stop. I am tired of, because once again, I had the same conversation, not only with my son, but a lot of young black men.
They keep blaming us.
It's your own fucking accountability.
Yeah.
It's your accountability. I'm sick of every black deaf people.
All the way. People. Yeah, sure. Stand up and do something.
Stand up and it takes.
Stand up and do something. I think I'm just trying to talk to the hip black men. Everybody do need that.
But you're not going to have a mass wave of actualization. Yeah. That's just how it's going to go. It's certain mindsets, period, that are not going to make it on the ship. Everybody just not going to make it. Rich, ugly, black, fat, white, whatever. Everybody's not going to make it.
That's why it's
point blank.
But it's more bust than ain't making it.
But
that's a problem.
And the people
all the way around.
But
the bottom of the totem pole.
No.
We take accountability for.
Right.
It's a time we change. It don't matter because then we'll change our policies. We'll change what we look at, what we listen to. That's my thing. Take accountability somehow. Stop with the excuses of, oh, the white man got his foot on his back. Well, how old were they? Well, how talented? But I think, they took accountability for it. I'm not here to feel that. People die. We don't like Harrisville.
You find a way out of no way. You find a way.
Yeah.
That's that.
But everybody's not looking for a way out. People think that's just how life be. I remember growing up, everybody I knew was raised by their mom. I thought that's how it went.
I thought that's how it went.
Like that's just because what you see. It's people. It's hard to get people out of that.
No, I get it. Why? I just talked about Harriet.
I'm telling you, that's crazy.
Talked about Harriet Tubman, why she had to change the mindset of the slave she was trying to free. But that Negro, I will shoot you dead because you don't understand how this train works. You got to be quiet.
But everybody willing to pick up that Gus. Everybody not willing to pick up that Gus.
I can't let you go back. If you go back, you're going to let them know where we are. So I got to shoot you. This shotgun for you because your mind is fucking well.
Yeah.
So I get it.
So how do you stand up and do that? And then you got to think about the
Society's fault, or is it the person?
She didn't
Put the chains on.
Oh, now hold on now. That's a.
Regardless of what the
What the same it?
It's a new boy.
Certainly, yeah, you are to do anything. That's because of the choices you decided to make.
you gotta think it's a lot of mental games.
But if your circumstances dictate your choices,
The other day, you're not happy with. Whatever tell you that you got to deal with. My wife wakes up every morning at 5 o'clock and walks. No, she works out. Okay, do that way, hour or whatever. And she get up. I'm just getting out of the bed. Talking about how'd you work out, honey? I gotta accept the fact that I'm choosing not to go work out.
but look at your environment. Your wife spearheaded an environment.
No, even if I didn't have a wife, I know how to lose weight.
Yeah.
I know I don't need to be stopping off at McDonald's eating fast food. I know that I don't need to eat ice cream every night before I go to bed with some chocolate chip cookies. That's right. You know what I mean? I gotta stay accountable. But I gotta make it. I'm accountable. I'm tired of people wanting to blame everybody else. Be accountable. But I know that's true. But there's a lot of mind games being played.
It is.
Always will be.
Don't even with food.
always.
It takes different types of people.
To peak game to know that.
And guess what?
Because especially if you're raised by somebody that was also didn't have it all upstairs and they teaching you there.
And guess what?
Somebody has to bring you.
You just gonna have to sit and wait. Then this boat ride not for you. The same way Harriet Tubman had to shoot. Okay, this ride not for you, Jack.
He said everybody.
Save everybody. So you know you want.
I just think you should try.
No, I did try.
I think you got a responsibility to go back and get him.
Try. And he said, if you think
Not saying she's not.
No, I get it.
Not saying that she tried. Once you came out, once she tried and once she got you out, oh, if you go back, you ain't going back.
you ain't going back.
You're not going back. Then you get us all killed.
Yup.
You understand? But she tried.
Yeah.
She got.
No, I agree.
You make a decision after that.
No, for sure.
I think it's a lot of mind games.
Did people do things that they regret later because they weren't thinking or in the enough quickly? I remember back in the day, they used to, in the movies, in the trailers, they used to flash popcorn and drinks, and they wonder why everybody wanted to go order popcorn.
That's what I'm saying.
But you not on the marketing.
No, but that's delivering a message in your head. And even think about movies. Look, think about being rich. Think about the it. Yeah. You go get it.
Well, you
got air from the order, and it's harder to get access to healthier food. Now think about the movies and stuff we watch. Every superhero villain or all them superhero movies we ever watched, the person who was the bad guy was who? Always the people with money. So it keeps you from what? Trying to obtain money.
What? So what's the good guy?
No, Superman was poor.
Batman had all the blood oil off town. He was only one. He was right. Batman had oil in the whole town. And he was only like that. He's now white privilege. Think about it.
Superman was a god that walked on Earth. And he would chew up on the farm. And who was his millionaire? Lex Luthor, your man was a billionaire. Look at the messages that come across our face every day.
So make sure you You want to tell people
Like, share, and subscribe. Right?
Make sure.
Build a covenant with us.
Yeah.
Be committed to our journey,
'Cause
okay?
We committed to y'all.
Like, share, and subscribe, y'all.
Yeah, this is a new year. So
Happy New Year.
Listen, make sure y'all go out there and kill and seize the year.
Yeah.
If there anything, topics y'all want us to discuss, let us know. All right? We committed to you, and we hope you be committed to us. Peace.
What he said. We talk about goals, right? And people setting goals. That kind of goes into what we're talking about today, right?
Which is commitment.
Commitment,
Right.
And getting those goals down, what that looks like. How, right, by taking the year and chopping it down and moving the needle so that the stuff you're doing is actually moving the needle.
Right.
That it's not just busy work. It's not. So then you look up, 6 months have gone past and you haven't really accomplish any of your goals because you were focused on some things that really aren't about moving the needle.